going on, guys? Promise you guys I would get that 120 volt test video out for you guys. So here we have a Roper dryer. Here's the wiring diagram. I hope you guys can see that. So pretty much, as you can see, line one comes in on this diagram. So that's your line in from the wall. This is your hot line. If we come over here, we see we have L2, right? So that would mean that you have two hot lines coming in on L1 and L2. And then you have your third here, which is the neutral. We don't want to look at line 2. We're looking at 120 volts because we're just going to test our dryer and make sure it spins, right? So we're going to go line 1 and neutral on our 120 volt circuit. So we know this if we follow down line 1, right? If we follow down, it goes to our timer, which it tells us BK, which you'll see on your timer. And that BK goes up through BU, or I'm sorry, it goes up through BU. It's 3 connectors on there for the line 1 going on. So that line 1 power will control all of the things on BU and BK, depending on what you have up here. If we follow that across, we know that goes through our thermal fuse and then to our motor. And then it comes back out through the white slash red wire, through our push to start switch, back around through the door switch, and then up to our neutral. So that's our 120 volt circuit. So now we're at the back of our dryer here. Now, as you can see, there's our BU, there's our black wire coming in from the main, and our BK. So that's coming up from here. Okay, our red wire goes down, and that goes to control our heating element. Okay, so we don't want to heat up the heating element at this point. So this part of the circuit right here, that part, we're not worried about that, right? When we plug up our 3-prong plug, you got your white and your black. Your white is your neutral. Your black is L1. So it's simple. If you read our diagram, L1, like I said, goes through the timer, goes to BK, all the way through our fuse, to the motor, up through the push to start switch, up to the door switch, and then back to neutral. I made this makeshift cord here out of alligator clips. Try to get a good view of what I did here. I got a 120 volt extension cord that I cut. And I made this and put it on there with alligator clips. I tried to get some heavy duty ones just in case. All right, so we got a black and a white wire on here. Now I want to strongly put this out here, okay? I want to repeat, do not plug your extension cord in first. Make sure you put your alligator clips on first before you do this. Because if you touch, if you have your hot leg on this black, or and when you're neutral or your neutral on here, and then you go to put it on there, it's gonna spark. If you touch any metal around here with that alligator clip while that's plugged in, you're gonna energize the metal on the case, and you could touch that and you can get shocked. So I want to heavily put the warning here that you want to do this part first before you plug it in. I'm gonna take the black wire inside the extension cord, which would be the hot leg. I'm gonna take that alligator clip and match it up with the black wire. So I'm putting that right on there on the black wire. And I'm gonna take my neutral and I'm gonna hook that up on the white wire or the neutral on the dryer. All right. Now make sure that, you know, everything is on there tight. Nothing's going to come off. All right. So I'm going to take my 120 plug. I'm going to plug it into this 120 here. I'm going to make sure I'm off. Yeah, my timer's off. So I'm plugging this in. Just like so. Then we're going to come around to the front. And we're going to test it. So we're going to put the timer. This is time dry, whatever. And then we're going to start it. Boom, there you go. My dryer's running. As you can see, the motor's working. It was spinning. As you can see, my motor's spinning. And that's on a 120 volt circuit. So that's how you do it. If you got any questions, hit me up. Let me know. I'll be glad to help. Later.